What has stood out for you at Cal Poly compared to other universities about teaching space?
That will be the students themselves. They are very driven. They ask a lot of questions. They are really this will of understanding what's going on and why it is done a certain way and not another way. So the drive and the motivation of the students to come through almost no matter what is very impressive.
Okay. Let me ask you a question I asked Dr. Amelia Gregg on a previous episode. What should graduate students be concentrating on about their job search as it's coming up, maybe in their final year and that as it's approaching?
Well, I'll give the same advice I give my students when they ask me is go also look for small and medium companies. And not you don't all have to work for big companies. Small and so hire. And who knows, it might be a better fit for you. And just don't give up. Just keep applying. It's all right. And another thing that a lot of worries is about not having an internship. And so being worried about not finding a job. Again, just don't give up. Keep going. Be passionate the way you are in class. And you will do just fine at interviews. Right.
Now, about networking. People are often afraid to reach out and say hi to somebody that they've never met. And yet we have LinkedIn, for example, which is a great place. I met you through LinkedIn, right? Just tons and tons of space people are out there. How can a student use a social network like that to not like tap on people's doors and say, hey, have you got a job? But ahead of time, just get them to be familiar with you. Is there a way that you would recommend they reach out and start that?
I think I will start by first really wondering what is my interest, and then based on this interest, see if there are people having similar interest, and having a conversation based on that interest more than I need a job, can you help? Type of discussion. You can also use the network of your university. Cal Poly has a lot of alumni are in the aerospace industry. And I think it's fine also to say, hi, I'm a Cal Poly alum. Maybe I saw you have that major and this kind of journey. I have maybe something similar. What would be your recommendation maybe moving forward? Or I think there are different ways of going through that.
Right.
Being on top of my mind.
Yeah, that's a smart way of starting, is like not trying to jump in there and say, hey, I want a job, but instead, hey, I noticed your organization works on these kinds of projects. I have a real interest about that. Tell me more. Like, what are you struggling with? What is working really well?
Hold on. Just on the last question, I will also say, talk to your professors or whoever teaching you, because we also have our own network, and usually we have no problem introducing you to them to start the conversation. So also users, just talk to us. Right.
There's a lot of resources or possibilities out there, like you just pointed out, that are kind of latent, right? They're hidden until you go and ask. And then the person like you can say, or me can say, oh yeah, I know this person, but we would have never thought about it unless we were prompted.
Right? Exactly. Like one of my students asked me, do you know anybody in Germany? And I was thinking, I'm like, wait a second, I do know someone in Germany. And they're in the aerospace business. I put you in.
Right. And it might be two people down the road from that person, but it's a starting point. So
exactly. Just got to start somewhere.
More engineers are not going to solve your problem. It's not a technical problem in that sense. It's a process problem. And the time to fix your processes was 20 months ago. And the second best time is today. This is Jason Kanigan, the president of Cold Star Technologies and the host of this podcast, the Cold Star Project, which is all about identifying and solving process problems for space companies, because that's what we do. And you can hear the entirety of this episode by following the link in the comment below.